The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
To explore the complex issue of why some white individuals feel disenfranchised or perceive themselves as being targeted by prejudice, despite historical and ongoing societal imbalances, it's important to consider multiple perspectives and social dynamics. This perception among some white people often involves both individual experiences and broader social narratives. Here are several angles that contribute to understanding this situation. Economic anxiety and perception of loss. In many instances, economic changes have led to feelings of insecurity among white communities. Globalization, technological advancements and shifts in industry have resulted in job losses, and these developments can feel particularly acute for individuals in regions heavily dependent on manufacturing and traditional industries. Such economic changes can prompt feelings that they are being left behind, even if these experiences do not amount to systemic disenfranchisement. Perceptions of affirmative action and inclusion policies. Some white individuals see affirmative action policies designed to redress historical injustices and promote diversity as discriminatory toward them. These policies can be misperceived as giving undue advantage to minorities, rather than recognizing them as attempts to create a more level playing field. Narratives of meritocracy. The belief in meritocracy is deeply ingrained in many Western societies. Some white individuals might feel that any deviation from this principle, like attempts to address past injustices through reparative strategies, undermines their belief in individual effort and merit. Cultural shifts and identity. Significant cultural shifts can lead to a sense of alienation among those who have historically been part of a dominant culture. As societal norms and values evolve to become more inclusive, those who identified closely with the old norms may feel like their identities and cultural references are being challenged. Media representation and political rhetoric. Media portrayal and political rhetoric can amplify feelings of disenfranchisement. Some media outlets and political figures use the narrative of the endangered white majority to gain followers, which can reinforce the notion that white people are losing power and influence. Historical amnesia and education gaps. Often, there is a lack of comprehensive education about the extent of historical injustices faced by minority communities, including slavery, segregation, and systemic racism. This gap in historical awareness can lead to resentment or disbelief regarding contemporary efforts to address these past injustices. Privileged blindness. Many who occupy positions of privilege may not recognize its nuances or impact due to lack of exposure to contrasting experiences of those who suffer from systemic discrimination. This lack of awareness can foster the belief that all groups are starting from an equal playing field today, negating the need for redress or specific initiatives supporting marginalized communities. Shift in demographics. Changing demographics with increased diversity often bring about uncertainty and fear of cultural displacement among some who are accustomed to historical majority power dynamics. Demographic shifts can be perceived as threats rather than opportunities for enrichment. Intersectional privileges and oppressions. Many white people experience other forms of disenfranchisement, such as those related to class, gender, or geographical location. Focusing on race alone can obscure these multifaceted experiences, leading to frustration and a sense of being misunderstood. Also, kindly subscribe to this channel for more informational topics like this one. Thank you. Resistance to change.
The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want.
Change can be threatening, even when it brings about broader equity. Some resist these societal shifts due to fear of the unknown, a desire to maintain the status quo, or simply from lack of exposure to the narratives and struggles of others. Understanding the complexities behind feelings of disenfranchisement involves both empathy and recognition of legitimate versus constructed grievances. Bridging these divides requires dialogues that acknowledge subjective experiences within an informed historical and socio-economic context, and efforts must continue to promote inclusivity and understanding while upholding the facts of historical injustices and current realities.
I can do all things through Christ who gives me strength. In every high and stormy gale, He's my anchor, He prevails. Through Him I can do anything. Through Him my strength is unending. I am strong, I am free. Through Christ I have victory. In the darkest night, He is my light. In the fiercest fight, He is my might. Through every The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul, my master. Even though I walk through the valley, I will fear no evil, no shadow. For You are with me, Your rod and staff, they comfort me in the meadow. Surely Your goodness and love will follow me all my days. I will dwell in Your house, O Lord, forever and ever I'll praise. The Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. He makes me lie down in green pastures. He leads me beside still waters. He restores my soul, my master. Even though I walk through the valley, I will fear no evil, no shadow.